If you have not subscribed my channel yet, do subscribe my channel and click the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload my new video. You will get the notification, and do like and share my videos. Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Skill Forum. So this video is specially for mechanical engineering students. So in this video I am going to cover one academic subject, that is design of machine elements. So I am going to create a separate playlist for this subject so that you can use that playlist to get useful information about your subject. So today I am going to explain a brief about spur gear. So spur gear, the application of gear is to transmit the power or to transmit the motion from one shaft to another shaft. Okay, so that is the main application of spur gear. So during motion there will be acting and there will be occurring some of the loads. Those loads we need to consider while designing the spur gear. Okay, so we will start from the beam stage. See, while designing the spur gear, we need to consider three major factors. One is we need to find out the strength of the gear, and then we need to find out the strength of the surface of a gear, and then we need to find out the dynamic strength of the gear. So these three design consideration we need to analyze to design a spur gear. Okay, so now in this video we will start from the beam strength. So here Lewis has done some of the analysis to solve the beam strength of a spur gear. Okay, so let us understand the concept of this spur gear, right? So these are the, so this is the gear, right? So here you can observe, so there are two gears, one is pinion, one is driving shaft. Okay, so once there is a rotary motion between two gears, there will be a point of contact, right? So in that point of contact there is a force called, that is a normal forces. Okay, due to these normal forces we can get the reaction forces, that is Fr, that is radial force, and Ft is the tangential force, right? So see, this is the point of contact. So here you can observe the parabolic tooth profile. So this parabolic tooth profile we need to consider to design the spur gear. Why means, so whatever the load is going to occur on this gear teeth, that will be within this parabolic tooth profile. Got it? So next here we have the T be the thickness of the teeth, and H be the height of the parabolic tooth profile, and B be the length of the tooth profile. So with respect to these parameters we need to find out the beam strength. So Lewis has done the analysis to find out the beam strength. Okay, so and to analyze the beam strength of the spur gear, he has made some of the assumptions. We will understand one by one what are all those assumptions he has made. So first assumption is, he has assumed the gear teeth as a cantilever beam. So here, as I shown you, this A, B, C. So this is the parabolic tooth profile he has considered. See, here I have projected in a front view manner. So this AB point he has considered as a fixed end, and the end of the tooth profile he has applied a, so he has considered this the transverse load, that is tangential load. So with respect to this, he has considered the spur gear tooth as a cantilever beam, right? So next he has considered, so here you can observe, here there is a radial force, right? So due to this radial force there will be a compressive stresses will develop. So compressive stresses will develop. Due to this tangential force there is a tangential stresses will develop. So one thing I will tell you, so these radial forces, whatever the stresses will develop due to these radial forces, the compressive stresses are too small. So that's why the Lewis has considered, he has neglected the compressive stresses due to Fr, right? So next he has neglected the clearance between, so he has neglected the clearance between two gear teeth. So clearance means, so he has neglected whatever the misalignment is there between two gear teeth, he has neglected those part. So next he has assumed that the gear tooth as a prismatic structure. Here you can observe, so this is the actual gear teeth. He has considered the gear tooth as a prismatic structure, so that it will help to get a proper equation to find out the beam strength of a spur gear. Got it? So next he has, see, and in the entire to find out the beam strength of spur gear, so Lewis has analyzed the bending stresses. Okay, so with respect to these assumptions, so Lewis has derived one equation. That equation we'll call it as a Lewis equation. In the next video I am going to derive the equation and to find out the beam strength of a spur gear. Okay, so in the next session you will get more videos related to your design of machine element subjects. So I am going to solve each and every problem in this videos. So and also I am going to solve the important question which will be helpful for you in the examination. Okay, so if you like this video, please subscribe this channel and share this video to your friends, and click the bell icon. Whenever I upload my new video, you will get the notification first. Thank you.